has a story to tell, and you never know who can relate to your story. How many people really needed to hear that to heal or move on and find inspiration? You have no idea how many people you can inspire by just being yourself and sharing your story.
I have the best advice for women in business. Get your fucking ass up and work.
Every time I find my way, I find my way to get to you, baby.
Hola, my May babies. It is your girl Melody May, and we are back with another banger, baby. Go subscribe. And you guys been asking for this video. It has been long overdue. If you guys are new content creators or you're trying to find ways to become a new content creator in 2022, here is all the tips that I wish I known when I first started my YouTube channel. What it takes to be a full-time YouTuber and make money. I took the time to write down step by step what it takes to be a successful YouTuber. I'm not gonna lie, when I first started my channel, I struggled in so many ways. And I will share with you guys what I wish I known when I first started my YouTube channel and how you can generate money quicker and find brand deals, how to get started on YouTube with just using your phone, what mindsets you need to have, how are you able to monetize, and much more. So if you guys are new to this channel, go subscribe. What are you waiting for? And smash that notification bell so you know whenever I make a new post. Like this video and leave me a comment below and let me know what other videos you guys want me to give you guys tips and tricks on. Maybe as far as how I set up my lighting situation, how I'm able to do this little green screen effect thing, how I film, how I plan content, how I edit. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you leave that in the comment box below. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all, because I want you guys to make money on YouTube ASAP. So let's get into it. Alright, my babies, let's go ahead and get started with how I started my very own YouTube channel. So I started my channel at the beginning of 2019, literally New Year's Day. I can never forget this day because I was so stressed out about dropping my video and getting people to subscribe, because before I started my channel, I took everything to Instagram and started promoting my channel, saying that unless I get X amount of subscribers, I'm not going to post my first video. That brought more subscribers to my channel from my Instagram platform, and I was able to post my very first YouTube video. My very first YouTube video was terrible. I did watch videos like this to try to give myself some type of information before I just went and started my own channel. The lighting was bad. I did not turn my camera to the side when I did my makeup tutorial, and the sound was terrible. So I first started off editing my videos off of iMovie. For some reason, I don't know why, I turned my music all the way up to 100% when I edited. The volume of my videos will literally break a mirror. For example, this. So from that video, I've learned what and what not to do as far as starting a YouTube channel. I started off my iPad and I did not turn my iPad horizontally. And from my iPad, I realized it's just so much harder to edit on my iPad. So I might as well get a laptop. So that's when I bought a laptop. So it's like these prices are racking up and I had to figure out lighting. Then I had to really buy a legitimate camera. So these expenses kept on racking up. But honestly, you guys, it paid off at the end, because yeah, you have to invest in equipment to have good quality as a YouTuber, but it's not needed necessarily right when you're starting off your own channel. That brings us to the first thing that we're going to talk about, which is expenses. Like I said, I started off with an iPad and gradually started buying more and more equipment because I knew I couldn't buy a bulk all the equipment at once. Once I started growing my channel and making some income enough to suffice a real camera, I just started off with my iPad. But I know a lot of people start off using their iPhone. It is so easy to film using your iPhone because all you need is to set it up. You don't even need a special tripod. Get the angles. You can use natural lighting, but just make sure you do not film like this because it will show up and cut off this part of your video. All you have to do is just make sure you turn your camera sideways horizontal and then you begin filming. Also, you can change the settings in your phone by going into the settings, and I'll make sure that I screen record this for you guys so you can see, and going to your camera, and then when it says record video, you're just gonna click on 4K. Set your phone at 4K and HDR video, and you're gonna lock your camera so your camera is set in that mode. mode, and it records so much better in 4K. It's truly game changing to change the settings in your phone to 4K because it makes such a quality difference. So after you got your camera all set up and you have somewhat of a plan of what you're going to record, figure out what is your niche. A niche is basically a generalized genre of content that you're going to film mainly on your channel. My channel started off very broad because I started off just doing a whole bunch of random stuff, beauty content, lifestyle, vlog, inspiration. So I started off broad. As I seen what my subscribers like and I'm following my channel analytics and I'm paying close attention to my target audience, I realized what works for my audience, what my audience wants to see and what they don't want to see. I broke it down to just lifestyle vlogs. So my advice to you, when you're trying to find a niche, start off broad and then figure out what works by paying close attention to your target audience. So this brings me to the next point, which is how to monetize. So everybody wants to make money on YouTube, but make sure that you're not just doing this just for the money, because it's going to be very, very hard if you guys are just trying to make money onto YouTube. I'm going to tell you, it is not going to happen right away. It's really hard to gain followers in that criteria in order to monetize, but you just have to be patient, embrace the journey, because it's not as easy as those YouTubers that be making millions on YouTube. They did not just wake up and they became millionaires. They had to work hard to become millionaires on YouTube. And some people just get lucky. Like one of my favorite YouTubers, Janelle Eliana, where she started off her YouTube channel and then had 1 million subscribers in a month. It's so rare and hard to get that. I feel like that happened in her favor because she knew her niche. Her niche was so different. It was van life. Find what works for your personality and the way you live life and fit it under that niche to grow your channel. So the criteria to monetize on YouTube is: 1, you have to live in a country where YouTube is available. That's an easy step, right? 2, you have to have no active community guideline strikes on your channel. So this varies depending on what type of content you post. Like if you post content that has real struggles, like as far as the war and like you're saying negative things about politics, it depends on what YouTube depicts as inappropriate. You would usually get an email saying that you have a copyright strikes. Usually you have 3 copyright strikes until you lose your channel. So you definitely want to stay away from any strikes on your YouTube channel. You want to make sure that you read the YouTube community guidelines and you follow them. It's hard to get a strike unless you're really posting very suggestive YouTube videos. So that's number 2. Make sure you're following the YouTube community guidelines and you don't have any strikes against your channel. 3, you have to have 4,000 hours in watch time within the past 12 months. So within the past year, all you have to have is 4,000 hours worth of watch time. I know it sounds like a lot. If you really think about it, if you're making videos that are 10 minutes long, you're gonna cross that threshold before you know it. And lastly, you have to have more than 1,000 subscribers. As soon as you get 1,000 subscribers, you don't have any copyright strikes, you live in a country where YouTube is available, and you have 4,000 hours worth of watch time, you're able to get in some money. YouTube usually sends you an email letting you know that your channel has been monetized, and all you have to do is make an AdSense account. It's on Google AdSense. You connect your bank and you get a direct deposit to your bank account every month, usually on the 21st or the 22nd. You have to make at least $100 in order to get money every month. So if you make $98 for the month, you're not able to collect that money onto your direct deposit until that next month when you pass that $100 threshold on YouTube. It seems pretty simple, and it really is. You just have to trust the process. I'm a very impatient person. I'm learning patience, especially when you're putting in a lot of work into making your content. Just be patient with YouTube. Usually they are very quick on letting you know when you're able to get monetized. So just be patient and trust the process. And before you know it, you'll be making tons of money on YouTube before you know it. If you aren't monetized on YouTube yet, you can also find other ways of making money off of your YouTube videos by affiliate marketing, brand sponsorships, e-commerce, and merchandise. So there's other means of making money if you aren't monetized yet. You really just got to put in the work as far as making really good relationships with brands so that you're selling products on your channel and you're actually getting people to buy these products. A lot of people think, oh, I don't have that many subscribers, so nobody's gonna buy it. But people don't realize having an engaged audience is better than having a big audience. If people can relate to you and engage with you and feel like you're truly their friend and they can relate to you, that's way better than you just having a whole bunch of people just watching your stuff stuff and not really doing anything about it after. So you just want to make sure that you build a really good relationship with your audience. When you're filming, I know I have trouble looking into the camera at my audience because I have this viewfinder right here, and most times when I'm editing, I just find myself just looking at the viewfinder, and I find a lot of YouTubers, they just be looking around instead of looking at their audience. This is who you're talking to. It's just literally you in the room. So all you have to do is focus on that lens and really look into it at your subscribers and let them know that we're right here. It's just me and you. So this brings me to my next thing as far as starting your YouTube channel, which is the filming process. When it comes to a lot of successful YouTubers, usually they're confident. Confidence shows and it radiates. If you're not confident with yourself, your audience isn't going to get that as well. Look into the lens, be confident, be yourself. I always tell people who are starting a YouTube channel, or if they ask me for YouTube advice, I always tell them everybody has a story to tell, and you never know who can relate to your story. How many people really needed to hear that to heal or move on and find inspiration? You have no idea how many people you can inspire by just being yourself and sharing your story. I'm gonna get off my soapbox and go ahead and get on to the next tip, which is your mindset. Your mindset is so important when it comes to starting a YouTube channel because you cannot be defeated as a YouTuber. There's been so many times where I just wanted to quit, especially if I worked hours on end on a YouTube video and I'm having some editing malfunctions, my footage just disappears, I'm not getting paid enough on YouTube to survive in LA. It's just so many factors that play into part as far as boulders stopping you from getting to your goal. You just can't quit. It's so easy to quit. When you don't quit and you keep working hard and you keep on pushing and you're staying consistent on YouTube, it's gonna show, it's gonna pay off. You're gonna appreciate it way much more now that you've struggled. There's beauty in struggle, and we've all been there as YouTubers. You're not alone. Just don't give up. And understand this is a job. A lot of people think that all you have to do is just sit down, record a video, post it, boom. No, there's so much stuff that goes into being a YouTuber as far as editing, making sure your lighting is good, making sure you have something to talk about valuable, making sure that you're keeping your audience engagement, because a lot of people get confused as far as monetization, that is how many subscribers you have to get money. No, it's not about subscribers to get paid. It's not how many people watch your video. It's how long, what ads they click, how long do they watch your ad. There's so many factors that plays in the part of getting paid. So you just always want to keep your audience attention, because just like little kids, their attention span is like 2 seconds. So you want to make sure that you're cutting off all the fluff in between your words, any extra stuff that may be boring and maybe like, okay, this has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Just cut it out and make sure that your audience is thoroughly entertained the whole video. This is a job. You have to plan out your content. Just like in this video, I've literally written down front and back of exactly what topics I'm going to be talking about. I know how I am and how I think. My mind be scrambled. It just keeps you grounded to plan out your content. So when it comes to filming and editing, it's so much easier when you plan out your content. And also plan out your days according to brand obligations. For example, if you know that this content is due this date, I need to make sure that I have this video edited, I have all my links ready, all my description, everything is ready, so I can just send it into the brand, get it approved. So by the time they approve it, I'm still on schedule with posting it on my YouTube channel at a certain time or a certain day. I'll talk more about that in a second as far as picking which time and day that you're supposed to post to get the most views. But this is a job. If you think that this is going to be easy, maybe YouTube is not for you. Mainly how my days go, if I'm not filming one day, I'm editing the next. So literally I'm thinking about YouTube 24/7. If I'm thinking about what video I can make next, what I have to film, what I can incorporate that's new. Always try to grow and be better on your channel and plan your content well. You have to figure out who is your audience. So if you go on your YouTube studio, you're going to go under audience, and it will show you what's the best times and days your subscribers are on YouTube. It will show you all the analytics you need to know as far as your target audience and what's the best time to post. Make sure you follow these guidelines. It's actually best to pick 1 or 2 days that you feel like you can consistently post a week, and let your subscribers know this is the day, this is the time that I'm going to be posting my video. Be looking forward to it, smashing the notification bell. This is my day. This is the time that we're going to tune in and you're going to watch me entertain you. As a YouTuber, it's 100% your mindset as far as how you want to go go about making content, planning content, and just having a positive attitude about everything, because who likes to have negative energy while you're creating content? Because your audience is definitely going to see right through you. Another thing about planning content, be organized. Have a space where you can be creative. I literally just built this green screen room as well as my editing desk. If you guys watch my last vlog, I just started my editing desk where I can just light a candle, put on some sounds of some waves or some relaxing music, and just really get to editing. You are your own CEO of your brand, of your business, of your platform.
I have the best advice for women in business. Get your fucking ass up and work.
Which brings me to the next point. Please, there's so many YouTubers and couples channels on YouTube making fake stuff. Be authentic, okay? Be authentic, which means do not fake anything just to get views. A lot of people, especially rich YouTubers, show the glitz and glamour of their experience, but they never want to show the raw struggle. So it's good to show that because you have a lot more people that can relate. A lot of people can't relate to just getting straight to the top. You guys have to show the struggle and you got to be real about it. Sometimes as a YouTuber, you have to be your own motivation. I know sometimes we want to just wake up and do absolutely nothing. Trust me, I'm that person. But as a YouTuber, you have to understand the talents that you're sleeping on is what your audience is dying for. You have to put in work. You have to put in time. You have to have strategy. You have to be consistent. That's the #1 key to being successful on YouTube is consistency. Instead of posting 1 video a month or a couple videos a month, maybe 2 or 3 videos a month, make sure you post more often. That gets you more subscribers. Being more consistent and posting more often, you'll literally see a difference as far as your engagement. If you used to post 3 times a month and then you started posting 3 times a week, you'll see a huge difference. So you just have to be more consistent. In order to be more consistent, you have to put in more work. Usually when I have film days, I will wake up early, maybe around 7 o'clock. I will start on my hair and my makeup and maybe be done by 9 o'clock. I will set up my studio. I will film 3 videos in one day, and throughout the next couple days I will be editing those 3 videos and I will upload it to YouTube. Usually it takes at least 30 minutes to an hour for your video to upload. It depends on how long your videos are. My videos tend to be 10 minutes to at least 30 minutes on average long, so it usually takes me about an hour and a half to upload videos. It also depends on how good your Wi-Fi service is, because my Wi-Fi service isn't that good out here. It usually takes me a little bit longer. After I'm done uploading these 3 videos, I would set them on private. I would schedule them for certain times a day, so they will just post automatically and they will send a notification if they click the bell that, hey, Melody Almay TV is posting this video within X amount of hours. So you're not constantly filming and editing. You have those 3 videos you can push out for that week, and then maybe on the 3rd video you start that process again as far as filming and editing, and it's just all a cycle. So just make sure that you have some structure for your channel. These successful millionaires on YouTube are treating this as a job. If you're playing around with this YouTube thing, somebody's gonna take that idea and use it while you're sleeping. So make sure that you're putting in work. So if you are a Black YouTuber, just know you're gonna have to work 10 times harder. It's so easy to get lazy as a YouTuber. You have 1 successful YouTube video, your views are doing good and your money starts getting up there, and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna relax and I don't have to post anything for a while because I'm already being successful off this 1 YouTube video. Eventually your views are gonna get down, you're gonna get discouraged, you're gonna want to quit, and you're like, what the heck happened? You have not been putting in work. You have to be consistent. Even when you are consistent and it's like not any type of results, just stick with it because eventually it will pay off. I promise you. So this brings me to my last point of this video. I'm not gonna make this video too long because this is my very first time making like an informational video about being a content creator on here. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you comment below and let me know what I missed. I will bring you guys to this last point, which is how to upload videos on YouTube. So you already set up your camera, you already filmed, you have your content, you already have it edited, it's ready to go live on YouTube. All you have to do is go to YouTube, click create, and upload your video by just clicking on that file or whatever video you just got done edited, and then it begins uploading. You want to pick a title for your video that is attention grabbing. You don't want to have too many words, and you want to make sure that you look up titles on Google about which YouTube titles are trending so you can get more viewers to your channel and YouTube will recommend your video more. So make sure you pick a really good title and make sure you write a good description about what your video has, and make sure you have the keywords of what your video is about. So make sure you use keywords that relate to your video. In order to make more money on YouTube, which I did not know, is you actually have to monetize the video yourself. So after you're done writing your description, you rate your video as far as if it has any type of inappropriate factors. You have to submit that rating, and it has to be a true rating, because if you do submit a rating that's not true, you may get a strike on your channel, or they may get rid of your channel depending on how bad your video is and you lied about it basically. So you have to make sure that you give an honest rate, and then when you get to the monetization page, you have to monetize your video yourself. YouTube doesn't monetize automatically unless you turn your monetization tools on, and then I click in every single box to make sure that ads pop up. And also, to even get even more money as far as ads, I place at least 3 or 4 or 5 ads within my video depending on how long my video is, and I save whatever I added onto my videos, so I can generate more revenue by doing that instead of YouTube just depicting when I should have these ads. After you've done all that and you monetize your video, you have 3 options whether to make your post public. If you want to schedule it, you can pick a day and time, and you can pick any type of theme. I know YouTube constantly changes and evolves. You can just be creative as far as what you want to do putting out your video, but usually I do the scheduling and I premiere my video at a certain time, so YouTube alerts my followers if they click the bell that I'm posting a new video at a certain time, so they can tune in. And there you go, you upload the video. Now your subscribers is able to see your video, and you're able to make some money by just being yourself. Okay, I hope this video helped you as far as starting your own YouTube journey. I really wish I had these tips and tricks when I first started my channel, but now that I know what I know, I can do so much better, and I can share everything that I wish I knew to you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like this video, make sure you thumbs up. Go smash that subscribe button and join the May Baby family, because we're constantly growing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Until next time, I will catch you May Babies on the next banger, baby. Usually they're confident. Hey, my dog is snoring, y'all. He acting like he worked 3 jobs. I'm gonna need you to go. I can't have you snoring in my background. I can't have you snoring. You gotta go somewhere with that. Go somewhere. And thank you. You got me some flowers?
You want to choose the other one?
Yes, because he's annoying me. Go away.